Hello everyone. It's been a while since I made the video, but I wanted to make a quick video about real estate investing. You know, a lot of people like to be real estate investors and they think, you know, they're going to get rich doing so, which is true. But but what they don't see on the social media and internet is all the hard work goes behind being a real estate investor. Like right now, I am heading to a property that is a duplex. There is a top unit and a bottom unit, and the kid upstairs, while his parents, his mom was there, she's a single mom, while his mom was at work, he run the water and flooded the apartment. So all the water came down to the second unit, and it messed up all the walls and ceilings and things like that. So you deal with these things pretty often, you know. As much as you weed out tenants, sometimes there are things that you cannot control, like their kids or someone visiting, or you know, like that. So I'm heading there right now to check the damage, and unfortunately we have to charge her for this mess, you know, we need to fix. But you know, this is part of the investing. So you know, if you want to be a real estate investor and own real estate rentals, you know, you have responsibilities and obligations to, you know, go take care of things when it happens. You cannot ignore it. Doesn't matter if you're sick. It doesn't matter if you have other things going on, like in your personal life. It doesn't matter. You already booked your ticket to go somewhere. Yes, some of you probably screaming in the background that, oh, you know, you can hire a property management. Yes, even with the property management, you're still going to have problems. Okay. Give you an example. I invested out of state before when I was living in California, and I invested in other states. So I would get mails from the city saying there is a violations. And what is the violations? Like trash outside the property, rental property, trash, you know, all these things, and lawn not being mowed, things like that. So at the time, I had a property manager, and I still would get these letters from the city warning that if the issue is not taken care of within certain time period, you would get penalized, or they would come mow the lawn, but they would charge you, you know, crazy amount of money to do it, you know, extra fine. So it's not like you having a property manager, you're all sit back and just collect the rent, or, you know, that's not the case here. You must treat your investments like a business. You know, you cannot just buy a property, hire a property management, and then just you're done. There's things happens. Like for right now, I'm going. It's early morning, 8:30, so I'm going there to the property to check on damage and meeting a handyman to get an estimate. So things like this. So a lot of people have a misconception that, you know, rental property, and that's why I would like to add this, that's why a lot of people fail, because they don't do their homework. You know, they see on YouTube that investors, they don't talk about their behind the scenes stuff, like what they go through, right? They only show you all these flashy with the music, you know, walk through beautiful home and life is all good and they're making tons of money and they're driving nice cars and things like that. So they don't show you the sleepless nights, the tenant calling, complaints, damages, money lost, you know, things like that. Every investor have one thing in common, is they lose money, at least in the beginning I'm talking about, and that's part of it, right? Most of the investors don't show you that. So people get motivated and go buy a property, and then they're not mentally prepared for what's coming to them, you know. And I see so many properties that they do renovations and it's half done, and then the investor walks away because they lost so much money, you know. So please, before you jump into real estate investing or any type of investing, do your homework, do your due diligence, not just the positive part of it. Learn what things can go wrong and what you need to learn, and have a good team. So anyways, if you have any questions in regards to this, and if you want to see any other videos, what you want to learn, I'm happy to share. My name is Sash. I've been investing seriously for 5 years, but I bought my first house when I was 23, and I house hacked for many years, and that's how I started in real estate. All right guys, see you in the next video.